I think we're ready to start the season. I thought the first half had some really good stretches overall, good tempo. Should have had more goals in the first half. Of course, in the second half, especially when you make subs, it gets a little sloppy. So I don't think any of us were satisfied with the finish to the match. But guys have worked hard in preseason, and it's still a good way to finish. Important to always get a shutout. So good things.
So this from a personal standpoint, the first half, I liked the way the midfield was controlling and kind of working together. They were finding passes to each other, which was kind of opening things up. Was that something that you were seeing as well, and what was it about them today?
Yeah, collectively, the midfield, I thought, did a really good job. So the way they found angles for each other when we had the ball, the ability to connect passes in there before finding the next pass. Defensively, they were on the same page so that when one stepped up, others knew where to position themselves. So I thought that when we had a good half like that, the midfield had a lot to do with it. And then, I thought we got a lot of real good work from the guys up front. So, Carlos put a real lot into the first half. Christian worked very hard for the team tonight, so those were positives.
How's Carlos?
He's sore, and so I think we'll need a day to fully assess. So I don't have more information than that.
What was it? Was it an ankle or?
No, it's the knee. I mean, he was protecting the ball, and he sort of got hit a little bit from the side. So we just, like I said, he's sore, and we just need now to see how he feels tomorrow and get it looked at tomorrow.
Coach, thoughts on Mark Anthony Carey? Now you coach.
Yeah, it's great to have him back on the field. He's a fantastic presence in the midfield for us. His reading of different plays, his understanding of when to come back and be part of connecting passes, when to move up a little bit defensively. When balls turn over, his reactions are good. He would tell you that he's not as sharp as he can be, and I would agree with that. But one of the most impressive things about his preseason is how he just picked up in terms of how he applies himself every day. His understanding of things that, he took hold of certain things last year, and you can see that even after being out for a while, when he came back, he just picked up on that part of it right where he left off.
You talked about how you felt like the team was ready. Preseason ending at the right time now. Do you feel like you need more time, or is everything good?
No, I think we're ready. I mean, the only thing that still becomes a bit of a challenge in preseason is that there are some guys that arrive a little bit late, and then they're playing catch-up all of preseason. For the most part, we did really well injury-wise, but we still had a few little things. So those guys lose days. So, those would still be things that are not perfect, that's for sure. But overall, the group, the continuation of ideas that we tried to put in place last year, I definitely see a group of guys who are connected in terms of leadership, and guys that now know that last year we were a pretty good team, but now they seem to be committed to getting hold of everyone and trying to make sure that we are even better in those ways in terms of just collectively as a group with the mentality.
As far as starters go, is this a team that are you looking forward to playing versus Kansas City?
I look forward to all sorts of teams. In my head, I can think of so many different combinations. So, there were enough positives tonight that nobody hurt their status, but then we get back into the training this week and see where everybody stands. Have you met a coach yet that gave the lineup the week before?
No.
Okay, I just no,
If you want to.
no. It could be the lineup. So
Coach, it seemed like you guys pressed from the start of the game and all the way throughout. Was that something you told the guys from the start of the game?
I think we tried to step up. That didn't mean that on every play we pressed per se, but we tried to play up the field. We picked our moments to press pretty well, and that's certainly something that we tried to put in place last year and did pretty well a lot of days. And I think it was important today, as you finish preseason, to make sure that that mentality to step up and play in their half is there. So that was good.
Bob, defensive transition, how did you feel the team did today? It seemed like they had a handle on it, either delaying or even winning the ball back quickly.
Yeah, I think I spoke to overall structure and reactions, intensity. I think those things were all pretty good. So, you know, if I'm a little bit critical, it's that there were chances for more goals. Vancouver does a good job that when you have the ball and they're deep, they're very narrow, and so you've got to find the right answers for how you can get through. And I think I saw some good ideas, but overall, I still feel that was probably the number one thing on the night that wasn't so hot.